What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be installing my new shift cover that I actually just made out of a face mask that I had laying around. It's got marlins on it. I don't know if you can see them, but and a couple other fish. But yeah, so I'm going to make this shift cover so that way I can get rid of this ratty old black thing that I got. So for what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a screwdriver. You're gonna need to take off your shift knob, obviously, and then I need a rubber band for mine because most likely what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put this on and it's gonna be too big, and I'm gonna have to rubber band the top of it to my shift knob so that way it looks clean. So I already did some prepping. I already took all the screws out that I'm gonna need. But to get the shift boot off, you just need to pull back, make sure you're in neutral, pull back on this, and disconnect this. I already disconnected the wire, and I already took the shift boot part out, all the screws, but all the screws go, you'll see them when you're there, but they're just these little gold ones, and they go around this thing to keep it intact with the dash piece. So after that, you see these little prongs. You're gonna have to push on those. The actual shift boot part disattached from this piece. So you're just gonna push up, push down, and over on them to try to nudge them loose a little bit. And then you got this piece, and then here's your shift boot cover. And what I plan on doing is I'm just gonna wrap this whole thing and put it around the prongs. See, because you can see that's how the actual shift boot is on. But since it's so big, I think I can just get away with putting it around it and smashing it in there. That's what she said. But just wrapping this is all I'm gonna do, and put the excess inside here like so. I'm gonna have it like this, so that way you got like the desired height of your shift boot, pretty close to at least. And then you're gonna have to find the prongs. There's one of these holes that has two little prongs next to it. This right here has two prongs on each side, so you're gonna have to find that one because otherwise it won't go on correctly. So it's right there. And around. Make sure the shift cover is all the way around it. And then I'm just going to push it through how it originally was. Like so. And now the actual boot cover is on the piece itself. So then after that, I'm going to need this back. I'm going to slide all this through, obviously. And line this up like so, how it came in originally, and then you're going to screw it down. I'm going to fast forward that just for the sake of time. Alright, now that you're done with that, pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of put it back in the same way you took it out. You make sure everything's lined up. Oh, make sure you plug this thing back in, otherwise your AC and stuff isn't gonna work. That would have been funny. So here's what it looks like. See my Marlin, and I can't really tell if that's a, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so that's how it looks. And so pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your shift knob back on. Just pretty self-explanatory. Some of you guys might run into with the stock one. I had to use a wrench to get the stock one off when I bought this shift knob. So just a word of caution, they kind of suck sometimes. So once you get your shift knob back on in place, you're gonna, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Get your rubber band and get it to where you want it, however you want it to look. I want it to look pretty normal looking. I try not to get too many spins in it because it'll look too weird, but make sure it's not too tightly wrapped around, because otherwise it's gonna catch when you're trying to shift gears. But pretty much that's how, and then hold it there. Make sure you get all of it. Voila. So here's the finished project. I think it turned out pretty well. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's an easy way to liven up your interior. I'm not going to put this back on because with the cover there, it's probably not going to fit. So I'm just not even going to waste my time. But that's a quick little install on how to do a shift boot cover out of practically nothing. So if you like this, give it a like. If not, catch you on the flip side. I always try to throw something in the end, but look at, I know you already seen this on social media, I'm sure, but look how clean that is. I love it. I shouted out Alex, who did it for me. Real nice guy. Hit him up through Instagram.